Hi, guys. Siobhan's here and Allie. We are going to lead you through a class. One thing I want you to know is that you can expect a couple moves that we haven't done so far if you've done some of the classes. There'll be panda, there'll be crab walk to look forward to. So just want to give you a heads up on that. That'll be fun to learn. And if you have your bars on both sides, definitely set your machine up like that. Pause it now, get them on there, so that way you can stay with us the whole time. Allie is going to start in a catfish on the front. Let's cue the video. We're ready for this. Toes together, heels high, knees together. Nice straight spine, and you're breathing here. Grab all your fingers around with your grip. And we're in action. So take a body scan, see how you're feeling today. Not thinking about everything that's happened. Just start to bring your awareness to your body and yourself right now, right? You don't have to give attention to anything else in your life. Take this time just for you. It's a 41-minute class as of now. You're going to add a push-up into your catfish in a few seconds. So just breathe here. Let your lower belly do the work. And flex all of these muscles that you're activating. A little bend in the elbows. Very nice. Okay. We're going to let the legs extend back and add in the push-ups coming into the upper body right now. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Allie's going to come into it. Legs extend back. Upper body lowers. Awesome job. Super slow lowering with the push-ups. This is a little bit different than your standard intro. I usually do things like wheelbarrow, saw, bear, but for the designation of the class that I designed for the Megaformer, I wanted the class to be on a red at least with some yellows to start today. So I designed the Microformer as a little mimic class. So it'll be something similar but a little bit different, right? Just like, what is it? My favorite, ultimate favorite, James Franco in The Interview. That's what the movie is, The Interview. Okay, 14 seconds. You're going to go into just a regular push-up. Now, you can stay with your hands here. If you have your bars, you can take your hands to the floor. You can take your hands to the ring of fire for a tricep push-up. It just depends on where you're at. Okay, let's go ahead and transition there. So bring your knees down or keep your toes up. Option for your push-ups. Okay, here's a push-up option. You can also take your hands forward to the floor and let your carriage come forward. You can bring yourself back. Lots of different options here, okay? It depends where you want to be. Now slow it down. So one thing, think about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want you to be channeling your inner Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. The slowest push-up you could possibly do, his warm-up being the 10 push-ups, 1 minute for each push-up. That means 30 seconds to go down, okay? So you have 30 seconds right now in 2 and 1. Now, do it as slowly as you can up or as slowly as you can down. Let's see how far you can get. Okay, Allie, let's feel it. Slow down for 30, for 29, for 28. Just kidding, you're halfway there. So maybe you can try it one more time, a super slow push-up, okay? Really nice and slow. You're going to go into a Cobra. This is going to be coming back into your core for your warm-up, but also at the same time working the triceps because we're not doing a ton of arms. 2 and 1. So you can back your hand placement up. Yeah, get it to the top of the ring of fire. Love that for the Megaformer where you're holding the front of the platform. Love it for the Microformer when you're holding the ring of fire. Nice, beautiful here. Okay, and here's your minute. You have 1 minute in your Cobra. Now, same thing in your Cobra. I want you to be moving really, really, really slowly, okay? Slower than your animation. Elbows are staying in towards each other. Take your time. They don't have to lower all the way down, but if they do, awesome. And then take your time to keep them together as you rise up. Beautiful. And just one thing that you can watch out for at your house is don't let your knees go all the way in, okay? Keep those knees extended back. So you want to keep that wheelbarrow positioning. It's like a modified plank, right? Straight line from the knees to the shoulders, unless you want to lift the booty up towards the sky a little bit just to be more comfortable in the lower back. So you have a few more seconds here. You're going to go into a walking plank. I hope you have fun with this. You can keep your knees down, but if you can, raise the knees up because we want to, I think this is PD Pablo. Raise up, right? I had on, like all the above radio in the Tesla on my drive over here, so I have all these songs in my head. I could just DJ it. Darwin, can we turn the music up a little bit, please? Thank you. All right. Here we go. Walking plank. You ready? Get into that plank if you can. Tuck the toes. Knees up. Find that plank. Beautiful. From there, you're walking one hand and then the other. All the way forward. Nice. So you want to make sure the hips are not rocking too much side to side. Great. And then once your carriage comes and hits the platform, you can't really walk any farther. So this is going to be a natural thing for you to start backing up at that point. So don't worry too much to where you have to go, forward and back. You know, you're going to wherever that carriage naturally goes. It's going to go to both of the platforms. So that would be your range of motion in your walking plank. As far forward as you can go and as far back as you can go. All right, let's see. I'll give you right here 15. Well, I wanted to give you 16. 6 is my lucky number. Got to go buy some scratchers today. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. We're going to go into runners. It's going to be heavy. You're going to need to kneel down, sit back, add on a red, or switch to a red. I'm going to do it for Allie. You're going to be right foot forward. So on the mega, you know, that's a great transition if you're a teacher and you do that in your class. I'm sure you've done it before. So if you want, you can hook the foot on the strap that's across your carriage if you have one. You can hook it like Allie right in between the ring of fire, right in the cushion of your carriage, or you can hook it on the front. I personally like it on the front. That is when I get on the microformer. Breathe here. So what you want to see, okay, hips are low, right hip is low, left knee is coming in nice. That was a good adjustment. So she just squared her hips off with the front. Breathing here, this is where you get that 90-90, okay? Beautiful. Double golden angle, double gold. We want the gold squared. 2 times the amount of gold, okay? That's how you level up your degree. That's how you level up your investments, right? we want an exponential increase of the amount of gold, not just a double, right? Double your gold, double your money. Love to see it. Don't get the knockoff, Cartier. Okay, you're going into right here, carriage kick. Or we'll pulse it. Take a 90-degree with both. If you can, take your hands to prayer. If you need to, you know, you can have a grip on your handles, or maybe you can just take 2 fingers. Maybe you can just take 1 finger to each one. Beautiful. So you breathe here. It's hard to stabilize that left leg, right? I know. All right, you have a little more time. This is a super extra challenge. I know the whole class is not going to be this hard, okay? Let's see. Where are you coming? You're going to step forward. You're going to come into a Sidekick next, okay? 90-degree turn to the left. You have a couple more seconds here. You're not going to do full range of motion. Your right knee is going to stay bent in your Sidekick, but then I'll give you time to lunge it out, okay? So I'm giving you all this hard, heavy lowness right in the beginning because your legs are going to get easier. So trust me here. In 9, okay? 8, 7, just pulse. If you came out of it, come back into it. You have a couple more seconds. You're going to transition in 2 and 1. Here it is. Let's get it going. All right. So now what I want you to see, Darwin, if you want to focus in on this. Darwin, what am I doing? This is like pigeon. I'm always mixing the W and the V. Darwin, please. Can you scoot your foot so that your foot touches the platform right there? Nice on the end. Okay. So, yeah, here, give me this. I got you. I got it. I want you guys to see this, okay? What you're noticing is that her foot's right there on the platform. And then guess what that does? That takes the springs and extends them. So watch, the next time she pushes out, okay, those springs, here it is, they're getting super stretched out. So what's happening there is it's getting harder. So instead of adding a black or adding another white, what you can do is you scoot your body and you shift it as far to the left as you can, because as the carriage goes to the left, it's getting harder too, right? You're gonna hop off, you're gonna change to 1 black for your elevator, okay? So I want you to walk forward, take your spring off, and go ahead and transition now. So so step right around, change your spring, your right foot's gonna come back just like your runners, but now you're gonna be on the 1 black. Nice, thanks, Allie. Okay, and you're in your elevator, nice and slow. So There's always the option for the pole. It's not blocking your beautiful, beautiful face. So we're good. We gotta set the machine up for success. Beautiful, take your time. Now dig through the right heel. Notice in the tennis shoes, it might be a little bit easier to feel stable in that front foot. So try it different ways. Sometimes if you do it in tennis shoes, try it barefoot. Sometimes if you do barefoot, try it in tennis shoes. Or whatever, if it's a super hot day, probably you wanna do barefoot. Maybe in the winter time, that's your time to do tennis shoes. But try to change it off, like switch it up. Okay, so how I have this designed, if you were in my class this morning, you did the same thing. You're going from elevator to elevator with a carriage kick. It's similar to your runner's lunge that you just did in 2 and 1. So you're gonna get low, extend out, slowly come to the bottom of your elevator, 90-degree angle, left knee is gonna come in. Now again, you get the double gold, boom. So at any point, the hands can come down, or one finger can come down on each side. But you have a little bit of time here, okay? Take your time with it, slow and controlled. And maybe as it goes back, it might feel harder for you, or maybe as you resist it and kind of pull it in, it comes a little bit harder. But you have just that activation, maybe a little tuck of the spine forward, pull the belly in. You're on the final countdown here, okay? Just breathe with me. We have 10 seconds. And even though you have this lean forward and you're really low at the upper body, shoulders are still back and down. Chest is still out, okay? Let the shoulder blades come together and let the shoulder blades come down your back. Breathe. Okay, take your time here. Let's see. You're coming into a back lunge. You're gonna walk around, come over here, catch your right foot on the front of the back of the platform. Now the left foot can hook, okay? So if you want, that left foot can hook on this strap right here. Yeah, that's perfect. The toes can come down. Probably the strap's gonna be the best, most comfortable thing you could do there. And then again, you're coming down. So let me get the pole. Maybe you have a pole on each side of your machine. That would be ideal, right? Or just take your pole with you over there. You know, maybe you like all different kinds of poles. Maybe you like a Swiffer as your pole. Maybe you like to be a pole dancer. No judgment. We like it all, right? Maybe, you know, that pole dancing might come in handy. You spend too much money on somebody's credit card sometime. Just saying. Get you out of trouble real quick. Unless it's your dad's card. Or your mom's card. I'm too much. I know. Floor lunge, shoulder press right. Okay? So you're going to come around to the side. Go ahead and step forward. Walk all the way over here. Right foot's going to be planted. Left foot's going to come on to your carriage. Yeah. So you're in your shoulder press. Breathe. Take your time. Slowly coming down. I feel like there might have been a glitch in the class. It was supposed to be floor lunge first, I believe. But that's fine. Shoulder floor lunge with the shoulder press. Amazing. Ava Kettles at Fit Buddha. This makes me think of you. I feel like this is something that you do a lot. So that's what I was telling my class this morning. Speaking of mesh, you always have the coolest mesh clothes, and then I can never buy them in time because it's sold out. Cutest stuff ever. First place I ever did Lagree at Buddha Ventura. It took me way too long to try it. I should have been there right when you opened. You have a couple more seconds here. I'm going to hop you up into a standing inner thigh. We got to get the inner thigh in there, right? Can't forget about that. So here we go in 3, in 2, and 1. Alrighty, guys. Right foot on the platform. Inner thigh. So take your time. So you want to open, and then you're pressing down naturally through your feet because you're just standing there. So what I want you to focus on at that point is relax the feet, just like if you're doing kneeling inner thigh, and then use your inner thighs. That's why it's called fucking inner thigh, right? Okay. Darvin, can you turn the music up, please? Hey, DJ. Come on, that's my DJ. Let's go. Okay, thank you. I need vibes, dude. Come on, dog. Come on, doggy. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Breathe. Oh, and we're good. Yep. We're gonna come into reverse wheelbarrow. Take your time, okay? You're gonna step off. You gotta step to the right safely, okay? You're not gonna take your weight. Don't stand on your left. Go ahead and step off to the right because your right foot's on that platform. There you go, safely coming down. Knees on the platform, hands on the ring of fire on the carriage. Let's go, and that's it. Wheelbarrow, because you didn't do a wheelbarrow in the intro, right? I switched it up today. See, I'm gonna switch it up on you all the time. Don't worry, just wait. Okay. Now, when you do this, okay, if you're in my class, this is me. Half an inch out more. 1 millimeter out more. 1 millimeter out more. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, slowly push down through the palms more to where the hands start to come in under the shoulders. That's your range of motion. So your range of motion is your range, right? So what's your range? Your range is how far forward your hands go. So your range of motion can go all the way to the platform. Great. Beautiful. Nice. Take your time. You're going to come into, we did the right leg, left oblique. I know the screen says bear one, but you're going to be doing a twisted bear, left foot over right on the platform. It could also be on the floor. If that's hard for you, you can add more springs, transitioning. Now, go ahead and Allie. If you want the feet can be on the floor, they can be on the platform, left foot over right. That's going to be the main thing here, okay? I know this is a little bit different. If you can, heels down, left side of your left foot down. And then what I want you to feel there is let your left knee, Dr. Kristen, thank you so much at Body Restoration, my boss. Also went to high school with her, Catholic all-girls school. Shout out Lorena in Thousand Oaks. Bam. Left knee to the right elbow. Now I want you to squeeze that oblique. Almost feel like you're turning your right oblique to the sky and your left oblique to the right. So I usually in yoga cue it like when you're twisting in your body, you turn your chest, your right ribs to the sky and your left ribs to the right. Well, that's kind of the thought process, but your ribs and your chest stay square to the earth and square to your carriage here, and your twisting is happening in your obliques and then your hips. And that's why the placement of the left foot over the right works so well. So if I were to even just stand right here and squeeze my left oblique, you can squeeze it and activate it, right? So even just a demo, I'm feeling it. All right. A little bit more here, okay? We're gonna switch you in a plank to pike right now. So you're gonna extend out into your plank where you're at. It's twisted as well, twisted, left foot over right. Now all you're doing is piking the hips up towards the sky, yep. And I want you to still feel it in that left oblique, okay? It's a little different. I don't think this has been on the microformer yet. Hopefully the class that we're doing right now is something that just completely shocks your mind, shocks your body, makes you feel excited about Lagree, makes you love me a little more. So I know you love me. Take your time, breathe. Here it is. Okay, and 3, and 2, and 30 more seconds. Are you good? Sorry, I tricked you. Panda's coming up next. Do you guys know what's up with that? You can basically take your hands where they're at, take your legs, hop them over this handle, okay? And then you're gonna turn to the right. And then from there, you'll find the panda. Knees are gonna be bent. Okay, Allie, so just take your legs over there. Yes. Now, bending the knees, kind of like you're in a bear where the knees come in underneath the hips. And then from there, one toe, right toe, left toe, right toe. A little bit at a time, keep it slow, keep it controlled. Pull the belly into the spine. So this is a new move as far as Lagree goes, right? I gave you a little bit extra time in this move to pause and to start to work with it and feel how it feels for you. So take your time here. There is a panda animation. Did you see? We were talking about this before, Allie. That's so cute. Panda, panda, panda. You're welcome. Not Panda Express. Don't get it wrong. We're talking about the song, not the food company. Except for I do like the Beijing beef. My cousin's wife just posted the Panda Express. She had her birthday. She said, birthday weekend recovery, no regrets. Not even a single letter. It's all about the Panda Express. There it is. So you have a little more time here. So how's it feeling? Do you like it so far? It's pretty good. You feel it in the obliques? You like it after the obliques? Okay, cool. A little bit more time, and then guess what? You're going to do one more oblique move. You're going to come into a French twist for the left, with the left foot over the right. So I want you to end this move with your carriage all the way at the other end. So right now you have 30 seconds, okay? So time it really, really slowly, really, really slowly, and keep a little bend in the elbows, all right? 25 seconds. Can you go as slower? Go as slowly as possible, because I want you to end on that side over there. Yep. So maybe just come halfway back. Okay, there it is. Now, halfway. So if you don't go all the way back, you don't release the resistance, right? So if you do your panda and you only do it on the top half, the back half of the machine, great. That's how you can level up your panda, right? You don't have to go all the way from side to side. Okay, get to the left, get to the back. Please, here's your transition into your French twist. Left oblique, left foot over right. If you want, you can hook on the strap. If you want, you can hook on the ring of fire. Do you want me to move the strap up for you? You good? Okay. So breathe. Okay? We're going into the left leg after this. This is the last oblique move. All right? So you know where you're going. We're going to have to hop forward, come off, switch to your red or add a red. You're going to be stepping your left foot up. Runner's lunge is next. You are halfway there for this move, okay? Breathe. Darvin, everything looking good on your end? Sweet. Christian, we miss you. We know you're on vacation. Have to still give you a shout out. I know you're enjoying time with your baby. Very cool. So we're on half a video team today. And Darvin's working double as hard. Is your vacation next week? I'm like, what am I going to do without you? Okay, here it is. Go ahead. Step off. Come around. Switching to your red. Breathe. Runner's lunge. So you can see in your description for this and also your Sidekick that if you look down to where the font is, should say minimum one red, right? Because we're going heavy. This is a heavy move, and this is a low move. Hips are low, left hips in alignment with the knee if you can. And if it feels like it's a super hard day for you, that's okay. Maybe your hips are a little bit higher than some days. It all depends. Like maybe you've been doing a couple heavy Lagree leg days before this. You know, you can always get that workout extra hard. Maybe one time in between you just go for a really long walk. All kinds of things you can do to switch it up, right? Breathe. So you're nice and low. If you can, maybe just take the fingers to the bar. Maybe just have only one hand down, right? So there's different things that you can do there. You're going to have a pulse now, okay? This is the last part of your runners. Then you're going to step off the machine. Yeah, nice. So you can see Allie, she's getting super low there. Beautiful. Belly's pulled into the spine. Nice. And she's very consistent. It looks good. You have a few more seconds here. Breathe with me. Stay with me. If I made an easy class, you know, I know. Catch 22, guys. Catch 22. You don't want a class that's too hard. You don't want a class that's too easy. So if you straighten that front left leg, you better bend it again right now because you only got 20 seconds. You're coming into your side kick. You're going to hop forward. I'll get out of your way here. You're going to step down, and you're going to get the inside of that left foot against the platform. Breathing here. Last 5 seconds in 4. Transitioning in 2 and 1. All right. So you have a transition to get there, to get down. Yes. So we're moving that left foot way in because instead of having to keep changing your springs and add more, this is a good one to go heavier on, right? So if you always want that, you can just pop down. If you're a super fast spring changer, awesome. I'm the spring changing assistant for the day. And when you're in my class or here, I'm sorry I can't do this for you at your house. If we can get a remote control, Sebastian, please. I created a new design, I think. I wanted a remote control so the people watching the class, I can change it for them, right? From afar. So we need a remote control that's on Wi-Fi from very, very far. That's going to be the way to go, right? Watch, we'll have it in the next year. It's so freaking cool. All right, take your time. I got to stay away from the air right there. Okay, hips are low. Left knee is in alignment over the ankle. If you can look in that mirror, hopefully you went to Ross this week and you bought it. Wherever else you want to shop at, take your time. See yourself in the mirror. Pull the belly in. And so this is like if you had these little headlights in the booty sticking out. Perfect. All right, hop it off. Switch to the one black elevator. Okay. Taking your time to get there. Yes, and then your alignment comes with your right foot back. Best to have the pole on the right side here if you can, if you need it, just in case. Or maybe you want to initiate that move, that slow move without the pole. Awesome, that's what we want to see. You're not in elevator forever, so while you're here, breathe. After your elevator, you're going to step that left foot down for floor lunge. Left foot's going to go over to the left. Breathe while you're here. Very nice. Take your time. Come up slower. Come up even slower. Yeah, nice. The left leg doesn't lock. And then you take your time going down. So I like to see the elevator not as the first move. And I put it after the heavier leg moves because I think it makes the elevator harder, right? So elevator, a lot of times you'll see it like for a beginner class or a level 1. Go ahead and step your right foot forward, step your left foot to the side for your floor lunge. Transition now. Left foot's gonna come down. We got a lot of 1-minute moves in this, so it goes pretty quickly. From there, you can extend your left, you can move your left foot back, you can inch it back if you want to. It's just kind of about your particular placement that you love the best. Right leg is coming back, hips are going down. And then as you come forward, you're gonna slowly come up. So there's always the option here, to lift the heel as you come up, lift the arms overhead. Ava, that's one thing that you do at Fit Buddha. Breathe. It's nice to see like the calf getting worked when you lift the heel. So if that's something that you haven't tried, you can always try that. Sometimes you'll see that in a Megaformer class, just kind of depends on what's going on. Breathe here, okay? You're gonna have a shoulder press added on. So you're on floor lunge. You're in floor lunge for 2 minutes. Might be different than the other side. Something happened with the list. But it's fine. We're gonna stay in it. We'll add it in right here. We'll survive, right? We'll survive with a little bit of a difference. I don't know if I'm survivors. Nice. So you can straighten the arms as you go low. Slowly coming up to neutral, having that bend. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. You're going to hop your left foot up on the platform for standing inner thigh. I gave it to you on both sides because if you just took a different class in the last couple days, chances are you didn't do standing inner thigh. We'll keep adding that in. I'll keep adding that in more often. The next time I think I want to do the heavy kneeling inner thigh in the back. So you can look forward to that coming up next. You have a couple more seconds here. Transitioning in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. I'll take this for you. Thank you so much, model. So safely left foot up on the platform. Yep, you can always take your pole in front of you just in case. I know Allie doesn't want it. She doesn't need it. And she's going to slowly let the midline of her body stay in between her feet, right? So your heart center, your spine, okay, stays equal in between both your feet. Now you want to go out into that challenge point, but at the same time, you don't want to go out so far that you kind of lose your engagement, okay? We want to keep it safe, keep it slow and controlled. You have under 30 seconds remaining here. You're going to hop off back into that same wheelbarrow that you did last time. I know. You're thinking, oh my gosh, we got to do the same move. Guess what? Wheelbarrow is so great. Wheelbarrow is a move that I just love so much. I put it in here twice. Sorry, guys. You gotta bear with me. You gotta deal with me. You gotta deal with the class. Deal with the pain, the struggle, because then you gotta deal with the fortune, right? Okay. Here we go. Transition. Step it to the left. Come down. Okay. Wheelbarrow is happening. Now, if you want to do a different wheelbarrow this time, that's fine. If you want to ride it to the back and you are advanced Lagree student, go ahead and do that. If you want to try a wheelbarrow too and take your knees down, try something different. That's fine. That'll be a little bit easier. You can just back yourself back. Okay. Or it might be easier for, it might be easier for you. There we go. Here we can see a nice option. Awesome. So it just depends on what feels right for you today. Okay. How's that feel, Allie? Good? You have a little more space also if your knees are down. So you can always do your modification of your wheelbarrow like this. Like maybe if you have like bigger hips, or if you have a really nice cushion, right? You can take a couple cushions under the knees. You have your last 10 seconds here. You're going to be coming into your right oblique. Right foot's going to come over left for your bear. You can put these under your knees, guys, okay, if you need to. That adds a little stability going on, too. Here's your transition. Right foot over left in your bear. It can be on the ground. It can be on the platform. Technically, is it designated for the platform here if you can. Right side of your right foot down, heels down, okay? Breathing here. Knees are bending. Nice. So that's what your bear is, right? That's what happens in your bear right here. Knees underneath the hips. Upper body is stable. Little bend in the elbows, okay? Stay with me. I know this is a challenge. Squeeze your right oblique. Twist your obliques a little bit to the left. See, the cool thing about holding on to this ring of fire in your carriage is it kind of forces your upper body to stay square with the earth. So if you just had your hands on the ground, you might shift, right? You might shift the shoulders a little bit. This helps it stay in the oblique. Very nice. Beautiful. You're in your final countdown here. You're going to plank to pike it. So leave your feet exactly where they are. Yes, I know this is different than something you might have done so far. This is different than your animation that you see. It's getting updated. We'll have a couple new moves soon. Transitioning is happening here. So in that transition, you're going to extend forward into your plank, taking your time. And now the sit bones are going up towards the sky. Yes. So there's no judgment on how high your hips go. There's no judgment on yourself or on others, right? This is your time to focus on your breath and just focus on how you feel. On your exhale is a good time to let your hands come in. And on your inhale is a time to extend out. You have a little bit more time here, okay? You're halfway through with your plank to pike, 30 seconds, and you're coming into your panda on the other side. Don't worry, you got time in panda to get into it. So if you are thinking to yourself right now, I can't do panda. Yeah, you can. You can at least try it, okay? Alrighty, here's that final countdown. We're going into panda. You guys know what's happening there, right? You're just gonna step your feet over to the right. It doesn't matter which panda you did on each side. It's still the same panda, right? Hopefully it's a baby panda. And, okay, here's that transition. So I haven't seen a panda yet. I did see a koala in Australia. That was pretty sweet. It was, sleeping the whole time. In fact, I just saw a picture of a guy holding a koala on Instagram, and I was thinking, seems a little bit dangerous. Their claws can really, really penetrate your skin layer. Okay, so it's a mini. Yeah, there we go. Now, are you working on stabilization of the hips? Yeah, so you don't want your hips moving way crazy side to side. Similar to how you feel in your scrambled eggs, right? Your hips aren't dipping way over to one side or the other. Okay. And you're in your panda. Nice. So you're pushing down through your palms, and you're taking these little mini steps, right? That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. A little more time here. I know this is a long panda. Good job. You know, I know there's different things than Panda Express. I know there's Tasty Panda on the east end of Ventura, over by Circle K. I'm sure there's, do you know any other restaurants like that? Might have to check out Tasty Panda just in honor of this panda move right here. So now on your animation, we have a panda walking. It's not on its all fours anymore. It almost looks like the animation, it's licking now, but it almost looked like the panda was like making the noise from the music. You have 20 seconds and counting. You're coming into French twist. That's your last oblique move. It's going to be for the right this time, unless you did left last time, or right last time, okay? So your right foot's going to be over your left. Right foot's in front. Right side of your foot's connected. Okay, get yourself over to the back. Don't release it. Stay in it. Slowly get yourself over to that side of the machine, and then I want you to stay there. Okay, so keep it with you. Right foot over left while you're at the back. That's your transition. Yes. So you're working the whole time. You're not just releasing. Now you're going to release a little bit, okay? Not all the way back. You're going to release a little bit. Uh-huh. Yeah. Squeeze the oblique. Rotate again. Just like in the plank to pike, okay? Similar to your plank to pike here, hands are elevated. You're squeezing that right oblique. You're kind of twisting the hips to the left. You have 30 seconds. Keep staying in it. Keep that action going, okay? All right. You're going to come into a giant reverse kneeling crunch. We're going to finish out this class. There's only a couple more minutes left. Don't even look at the clock. A couple more minutes left, okay? You know, you got this. There's 8 seconds. If you want, you can add on another white. You can add on another black. You can go super heavy on it, right? If you're in a mega former class, you've never tried it, go ahead, Allie, transition. Go ahead, guys, transition, okay? I see you. I got you. Don't worry. I don't forget about you. Okay. Elbows down on the platform. Knees are coming back. Now your back is rounding like the dome. Take the gaze to the knees, to the quads. And then slowly extending out. You can take your gaze back down towards the earth. It's a nice lengthening of the spine. And on the exhale, look at the knees, look at the quads. Uh-huh. Yes. So you want to exhale when you do things like fold in towards the self, or fold the body in half, or fold the body in some way. And then when you have like an opening movement and you're opening the chest and you're opening the heart, that's generally when you take your inhales. I have you here a little bit extra time. There's only, I believe, 2 movements in the whole rest of the class. The next move is going to be crab walk. Okay? I know you guys probably tried a crab walk when you were younger. Maybe not. It's actually a great move because you can work a lot of different muscles in the arms. You can work the biceps and triceps pretty well in it. And then it doesn't have to be something as boring as just doing a bicep curl, right? Uh-huh. That's what we like. Something that's using a full body strengthening. Okay? Okay. Breathe here. And now I want you to slow it down. For the rest of the move, try to slow it down. And if you haven't added on, maybe you can add on now and just do your last 30 seconds here heavier, right? Don't give up. Don't release. Take your time. This is going to really make you feel good in your body after doing this. It's worth it. Remember, 2 moves left. I got you. Take your time. One more slow crunch coming in. And then out for 4. Slowing it down for 3. Slow for 2. Allie, show them the crab walk, okay? So you got to flip around. If you want, you can hook the heels on the ring of fire on that carriage. However you want to get into it, though, yeah. And you know what? Maybe you even want to, take it on 0. On 0 springs. So here we go. It's a little bit of an extra long crab walk because I know you guys need some time to get into it. Yeah, you have to back it up. Yep, you have to back it up. So it's a little bit trickier when you have the handles. So So next time we have the handles, we can take the crab walk without the handles, and maybe you can go around it on the sides. But you breathe. So if this crab walk is really hard for you, you can take your booty down on your carriage, okay? And just like the same as if you're doing tricep dips, well, if you just take your seat, you can also lean back and do a tricep dip without having the booty in the air, right? So that's a good modification. It's a good way to just have it a little bit less challenging until you build that strength back up or until you get stronger. You hit that goal of how strong you want to be. Right now, I'm trying to rebuild my strength. So we all have somewhere we want to get to. So you have a few more seconds here in your crab walk. The last move is micro spoon with tricep dips, as if you didn't already feel your triceps enough right now. I know. Good job, Allie. I know. Our animation model, he's just... You know what's happening with him is actually that he's like on a movie where he has invisible ropes holding him up, and they have actually been animated and photoshopped out. Because I don't know who has time to Photoshop their pictures. I know some people do that. I'm dumbfounded by it. And also the filters. Can we just go back to more simple times? No filters. Maybe just like a flip phone that just calls and nothing else. I feel like it would save so many relationships and prevent arguments. Just try to not be impulsive. Just don't be dialing and texting on that phone, guys, right? Breathe right now. Let everything go. Have a fresh start with yourself and fresh start with everybody. And remember, simple times, but a not simple workout. That's what we want to see. Okay, so if you want to here, there's the option to just tricep dip, to have the feet on the ground with the knees bent, okay? The knees could be bent in a 90. I know the golden angle could help you out right now if you need it, okay? Would you actually demo that so they can see what I'm talking about? Yes, right there, just tricep dip there. Yep. Everybody else, if you want, stay where she was at. Tricep dipping here. Yeah, And then the other option, would be just to sit down, arms behind you, leaning back, right? Okay, the last 3 seconds, and 2, and we're going to stretch in 1. And there it is, you guys. Thanks so much for trying this class out. I know the crab and the panda were a little different, but we'll get used to it. Let us know how you like the transitions in and out of those. I hope you like the class. Allie, thank you. Good job, and we'll see you guys next time.